Hello and welcome to another training on the Learning Management System of Western Covenant University. This training is important, most especially to both old and new students, so that you will know how to navigate and use effectively your learning management system. To start with, you need to be able to know your username and password. The username and passwords are usually sent to your personal email addresses. Sign in as a student, log in with your username and your unique password. If this is your first time to log in to your username and unique password, you will be asked by the page to change your current password into your own personal password. However, if this is not your first time, you just need to log in with this unique username provided by the system and the password that you created for your account. As soon as you logged in, you will be shown with a mainframe page. The mainframe page will show you which quarter you are currently enrolled in, the course titles, which will show you how many courses you are enrolled in. Normally, for undergraduate students holding bachelor's degrees, like Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration and the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, you must at least have three under the course title. For graduate students who are doing Master's in Business Administration or Master of Arts in Religion, you must have at least two. Now, this student profile is enrolled in the Master of Arts in Religion, hence explaining why there are only two course titles. If you're going to click the number 2 or 3, it will show you what courses you are enrolled in for the winter quarter 2025. So this student is enrolled in in the courses Christ and Culture for winter 2025 and Comparative Religion and Culture in winter 2025. To be able to know the content of each course or each class, you will just have to simply click it. Once you click it, it will show you on the left side, these are the learning materials, the learning videos, even the reading materials, copies of books, links to website, and other resources that your professor may find helpful to you and to your classmates. This is also where you can find the weekly courses and topics that your professor will discuss and cover for the entire quarter. On the right hand side, you will be able to see the discussion board. This discussion board is very important because this is your main communication system to your professor and to your classmates in this course. Whatever you post here will be shared and can be read and accessed by your professor and your classmates. Now, your classmates can also react to the things that you share by posting their comments under the post that you just shared. This is also where you will be receiving instructions from your professor. For example, Dr. Kyung-Moo Koo is a professor for this course, Christ and Culture. He has given an instruction and has attached the final exam content for this class. The discussion board is very vital and important for your success in the course because if you miss an instruction from your professor, you might be missing a grade point from an exam or an activity or a homework. So we are requesting our students that before you go to bed every night, you check the discussion board in your LMS. Let's go back. Now, the learning management system will also show you the page where you can see the courses that you are studying. Now, if you want to explore your profile, just simply go to Home and view your profile. Then you will be able to see all the information about you. Now, if you see an information that is wrong, what you can do is that you can simply go to the right-hand side and find this box that says Edit Profile. And once you edit the profile, you will be able to change and correct vital information, such as uploading a picture of you, changing the correct phone number, changing the correct email address, even changing your correct home address, and the emergency contact person. And then you click Save. Now, why is this important? Because the university needs to have an updated and correct home addresses while you are in the United States, correct and updated telephone numbers and contact numbers, and correct and updated email addresses while you are studying in the university. The university needs to be in contact as frequent as it can to all of its students, especially when they need to send reminders of your attendance, reminders of your academic performance, and other school required reminders. Even your F1 visa condition reminders will be communicated to you through a mail sent to your home address, through an SMS sent to your phone number, and through an email sent to your email addresses. Hence, if there are any changes happening in your phone number, your email address, or your home address, please make sure that you update your profile immediately by clicking Edit Profile and changing all the necessary information that needs to be updated. Now let's proceed back to this main page of your profile. As you can see, there are selections. Enrollment, it will show you the quarters and the courses that you have studied. For example, in fall 2024, the student has attended religious ethics and history of Protestant Reformation. Summer of 2024, the student has attended history of Christian missions and spiritual formation. Spring of 2024, the student has studied church and mission, intercultural ministry. Winter 2024, the student has studied religious counseling and evangelism. So the enrollment page will show you the quarters that you have attended and the courses that you have attended, even the current quarter that you are attending. So this student is currently enrolled in the spring quarter of 2025 and is enrolled in classes like Christian ethics in business and modern and contemporary Christian thought. Let's go back to the upper hand choices. Activities. Activities, if you click activities on the upper portion of your LMS profile, you will be able to see what are the activities that are happening in your LMS. So you will see if you were enrolled, if you will see if there are any updates in your enrollment. You will be able to review the emails that you might have missed. Even the SMS that were sent to you that you may have missed out or have not received, you may review them in the activity page of your LMS. with the corresponding dates when these emails were sent, or the corresponding dates when updates and changes to your profile have been made. Attendance. If you click attendance, you will also see these blocked dates. If you see these blocked dates on the calendar, that means you are present in the class on these days. If you don't see any blocked dates on the calendar, that means you either do not have a class or you are absent from that class. Transcript. Transcript will, the same with enrollment, it will show you the quarters that you have attended. It will also show you the courses that you have attended. However, with transcript, it will also show you your academic performance and your attendance records. For example, if I click Master of Arts Fall Quarter 2024, this student has attended Fall Quarter of 2024 with courses Religious Ethics in a Secular World and History of Protestant Reformation. His attendance is 100%, present in 19 classes, 0 absences. And you can see his attendance grades, which is 15% of the total grade, the midterm grade, which is 25%, the final exam grade, which is 35%, and quizzes, which is 25%. And then you will see the final grade of the student. This is how you will be able to check your academic performance. How much grades do you get per category, and how much is your total grade, even your attendance records. So you just have to click every quarter that you attended, and a report card will show. For example, in spring quarter, this student has not achieved the 80% requirement, which is questionable because F1 students are required to maintain an attendance of 80% or more. Attendance records that shows below 80% is subject for questioning and consultation. You might be requested to sit in for a counseling with a university student counselor. Remember, it's under transcript, and all these quarters will show you a grade report of the courses that you attended per quarter. Degree audit. Degree audit, on the other hand, will show you how much credits you need and how much credits you still lack in order to complete the number of credits needed to graduate. For example, this student is enrolled in the Master of Arts in Religion. The cumulative credits to graduate is 96 credit units. So far, the student has completed 48 credit units. Therefore, the student needs more 48 credits. The cumulative grade of this student on a 4.0 scale is 3.92 based on the 48 credits that he has completed. And again, just like the transcript, the degree audit will also show you the quarters you attended, the courses that you studied, and your final grade. Now, each course is equivalent to 4 units. Each course is equivalent to 4 credit units. So therefore, if the student has completed 48 credit units, then that means the student has completed 12 courses. Now, if the student is required to finish 96 credit units, then the student is required to finish 24 courses. because once again, every course is equivalent to 4 credit units. Transcripts, this will only be available if you will request for a transcript printout. Invoices. Invoices, if you click invoices, it will show you the amount that you need to pay quarterly, the amount that you still lack and that you need to settle with the university soon, the amount that you have already paid, and the total amount of payments you have made to the university. Health records are kept blank unless if you want to fill it out for purposes like this student has filled out that he is blood group O plus. No allergies, no medications, immunization, COVID-19. We can edit that one. ID cards. This is how the ID cards will look like with your picture in it. And you can request the ID card to be printed at the Student Services Office. You just need to send an email to Professor Kwanish Abdikaramov at info@wcuniversity.edu, and Professor Kwanish will assist you in printing out your student ID card. And to be able to claim your physical student ID card, you just need to pay $20. Now, what are the other interesting areas in the LMS? If you go to modules, just put the cursor on top of modules, you will be able to see this. Learning Management System. If you click Learning Management System, it will show you the courses that you are enrolled in. If you click each course, it will show you the content of each course. View attendance, you can see again, this will bring you back to the calendar that will show if there are dates that are blocked. And you know that if the dates are blocked, that means you attended. View transcripts will also show you the same content that was shown earlier. Now, for CRM forms and e-commerce, this is very, very important. This is the most important part of the LMS because with this one, this is how you're going to register in your courses quarterly. This is how you request your documents. This is how you request for a vacation. And this is how you even request for a CPT or an OPT or a program change level or an extension. So click View All Forms. As you see, View All Forms will show you all the forms. You have the policy agreement, withdrawal request form. This form, you only use this form if you decided to discontinue your studies and you want to go back to your home country or you want to transfer to another university outside of America or you just want to stop studying, fill out the withdrawal request form. Online application for new students, international students. If you click this form, it will lead you to an application form to study in Western Covenant University. But this form is exclusive for students who are not yet on F1 visa. These are for students who may be holding a different kind of visa while they are in the United States. It can be a B1, B2 visa. It can be an H1B visa. It can be a J1 visa, as long as you've got a legal status in the United States and you plan to change that status into an F1 status. This is the form for you. Official document request is also important because if you click this one, it will lead you to a page where you can fill out this form and then request for what type of document that you need. So for example, If I graduated and I need a certificate of graduation, and I can request up to 3 copies. Even if I have not graduated yet, or if I graduated and I want to request official copies of my transcripts, I can select 1 or 2 or 3 copies. Verification enrollment, 1 or 2 or 3 copies. I-20, you need to click that one. Certificate of completion, in case you have graduated, you can request that one. Certificate of endorsement, that means if you want to transfer to another university and you want Western Covenant University to endorse you to that university, even a certificate of endorsement for employment, we can issue that one using the certificate of endorse. Um, then a USCIS reinstatement if you want to request. If you got your I-20 or your student status terminated, and then you got it backed by a reinstatement procedure, and you want a copy of your USCIS reinstatement procedure, you can request that one. A graduation petition, we will discuss this. This is for people who have successfully defended their thesis and would like to graduate soon. A reprint of the I-20, if you lost your I-20. Again, this one is a travel I-20. That means if you want to travel outside the United States. And then a foreign transcript evaluation. Some of you have attended colleges and universities abroad. Now, when you enrolled at Western Covenant University, the admissions officer may have requested to have your college or admission transcripts be evaluated by an accredited NACES agent. Now, your credit evaluation, we will have a copy of it. And if you want to request for a transcript of that evaluation, then you can also request it through here. And then you can go through next, and then there's the signature that you need to sign and then submit. Okay. Now let's go back. The other forms that you can see which might be helpful to you is, of course, the course registration. So when you register for a course, you have to make sure you're in the right year, the right quarter, and the right program. Do not enroll in the MAR if you're a BA student. Okay. Application for I-20 extension. Now, this is useful especially to those students whose I-20 are expiring. If your I-20 is expiring, and when you checked your audit, your degree audit, you saw that you still need more credit units to graduate. And because you need more credit units to graduate, that means you need more time than your expected than the expiry date of your I-20. So what you're going to do is that you're going to fill out the form application for I-20 extension, because it means that you are not graduating or completing your degree on the date that your I-20 is expiring. So, and that you need more credit units to complete in order to graduate. So application for I-20 extension. OPT are for those who are graduating students and who decides not to take a break from studying and to work, to use the theories that they have learned in a practical office or corporate setting. So you fill out the optional practical training request form. Now, requests for change of program. What is this form? This form are exclusive for students who during the studies, in the middle of the studies, he or she has decided that she does not like or he does not like his or her program, and that they decided to switch to another program. So from BABA, if you're not happy with BABA, you can switch to BSCS. And you will have to fill out the request for change of program. Or if you are a graduating student, your I-20 is about to expire and you have already completed the credit units required to graduate, but instead of applying for an OPT, you want to apply for a new program. So you will still have to fill out the change of program, the request for change of program. Now, curricular practical training request form, this is a bit tricky because not all students can apply for the CPT form while they are studying with Western Covenant University. The main reason for that is that because CPT may have many requirements. Let's just say, for example, okay, you will now go to the academic program, Master of Arts in Religion. Then I am going to choose the name of my advisor. Now, whatever job offer you receive from a company, you need to match that job offer to the course specialization of each professor who will be willing to supervise you while you are doing your CPT. So, for example, as a Master of Arts in Religion student, let's just say I deal in Christian counseling. So I have to choose Dr. Jean Han. Since I've chosen Dr. Jean Han as my academic advisor for the job as a Christian counselor in the church that offered me employment, I will have to get the permission of Dr. Jean Han, choosing him as my advisor, and then I will have to upload that document right here. Okay, and then I will go next. So I cannot go next if I cannot upload a document. Let's try to upload just any document. Okay. So the next set of steps that you need to fill out um, for the CPT is the employment information. Write the employer's name, employer's address, the contact person, the job title that you are offered, the contact number of the contact person, the job description of what you do, and your start date and end date. And of course, the most powerful thing that you need to upload is the job offer letter because you will not get a CPT approval if there is no job offer letter. Now, remember that CPT is that you will have to still come to class and attend classes while working. That is why in CPT, you're only allowed to do 20 hours per week. And then you go next. Okay, so enough of that one. Um, So far, these are the forms that you can access through modules, through CRM forms and e-commerce, and through view all forms. So I hope that you have learned a lot today in how to navigate your own learning management system. Please do so. We encourage our students that if they can, they need to practice using their learning management system so that we will only have to help you in most critical times, not in the most basic of information. So, thank you. Welcome to Western Covenant University. We hope that you will have a very meaningful and enjoyable learning experience with us. Thank you and have a great day. Goodbye.